tonight's first unbox. You guys asked for it. Demonic Void, thank you for the subscription. Hang on, I gotta hold the, gotta blink that sign for you real quick. Even though it's not bits, I'll still blink the sign for you. Last week we opened up some Christmas crackers, and you guys liked them enough. So you know, I got 4 more right here, 2 white, 2 red. I left out the little ones because there's nothing actually in those, and they suck. I was gonna say, do you want to start with red first, or do you want to start with white first? But I know the best way to answer that question is to consult the authority of an old friend that we haven't seen in quite some time. That, of course, would be the Pepsi Wizard. So, you know, heads we open red, and tails we open the white one. So let's take a look at what the Pepsi Wizard has in store for us. That landed on heads. That was also an embarrassing flip, so maybe I can edit in some explosions or like a car crash or like a rocket launch or something while I'm doing that to distract from the really shitty flip I just did. This is a Christmas cracker. It's a European Christmas tradition. You've got these little, it's easier to see on these. You've got these little snappers right here. It's like a pop rock, basically, the kind you throw at the ground, except you got this thing on each side, and then when you pull it, it makes a snap. And there's some stuff inside of it. Let's take a look. That was a pretty good snap. Hang on. Yep, smells it smells like someone popped a firecracker. I don't know if I like that smell. I'm not sure if I do, but I feel compelled to smell the burning stuff every time. Okay, so it didn't quite open up. It's supposed to rip in half on the end, but you dump out the prizes. There we go. There's all the good stuff. The prize in this cracker appears to be one of those things that you tilt around. So yeah, there's these 3 tiny little steel balls inside this thing, and you're supposed to roll them around and get them in the little the holes. Well, I managed to get all 3 in one hole, so that's got to be worth something. Is there anything on the back? Nope. Doesn't even say. It's not even stamped with China, because this is a thing so shitty that not even a Chinese company wants you to know that that's where it came from. I've got to say, given some of the things that have come out of the Christmas crackers before, especially what came out of them last week, this is, as much as it sounds like I'm crazy saying it, this is actually a that's a step up. That's a step up from all 4 things that we got last week. There's the celebratory hat, the crown, if you will. My fat fucking head is apparently too big for these now. I guess I've grown my hair out more since the first time we opened these, so I'm gonna put this on. Hang on. Shit. I'm gonna try to put it on real soft without ripping it, but hang on. No. God damn it. Fandramon, that's a good idea. I'll put the next one on Ness. Here, you come over here. I'm gonna give you a goofy ass hat. You can sit there and pretend like you like it. Pretend like this isn't animal cruelty. Traditionally, you get a shitty little prize. You get a hat that doesn't fit and it rips, and then you also get a little slip of paper that's got a joke or a riddle or like a trivia question or something on it. So, the first joke of the night, and I'm gonna be honest, these jokes are fucking awful. First joke of the night. What does Santa suffer from if he gets stuck? Okay, so these red crackers here, they don't have very good spell checking or grammar checking for their jokes, so I believe the joke is supposed to say, what does Santa suffer from if he gets stuck in a chimney? However, no, holy shit! I gotta read this a little more closely because I noticed one typo, and as I was getting ready to put it in front of the camera, I noticed the other one. Here, let's take a look at this. What does Santa suffer from if he gets stuck in a chimney? It's like the person telling a joke just has a stroke halfway through it. He gets claustrophobia. Get it? Because he's Santa Claus. Alright, well, I've got one more red one to open up, and then we've got the 2 white ones, so, you know, hey, don't bust that nut just yet. Oh, wait, there it goes. That one, that one didn't even open. It just tore the end off. I'm gonna put that face down so that we don't spoil the joke, because God knows we don't want to spoil a punchline to a bad Laffy Taffy joke. Turns out I was correct. That was a tiny little compass, and I don't think this is gonna get you out of anywhere if you're stuck in the woods, because the little needle is like not even on the thing. Can I? Hang on. I can't seem to knock it back onto the things. Hang on. That do it? We got another hat, and I'll put this one on Ness because my fat ass is just gonna rip it. That ain't gonna stay on. Now these white ones, we also have a set of white ones. It's actually, these are from different makers, so there are slightly different things inside these. These also have different colored hats. So you know, if I find a hat that looks better on Nest than a yellow one, well then, you know, we can swap it out. We can make this a little bit of Team Fortress 2 in here and upgrade our hats. This one also, we had a hard time opening these because these are kind of perforated. These are just crimped shut, so it's entirely possible that I could, like, just open it up like this and just let whatever's in fall out, but, I mean, you guys come here for the snaps, so hang on. Well, it opened and the prize flew all the way over there, so hang on. I just realized, though, we didn't read the joke from the one we just opened, so let me just, we'll look at that. I mean, we have a red hat. That's as much as we know. Let's take a look at this joke. What do Eskimos use to hold their home together? Well, I would imagine they would use, you know, nails and mortar, like normal fucking people. But, because they're Eskimos, and they live in igloos, the answer is, of course, glue. Glue. So let's take a look at the price we got from the one we just opened. Take off the rubber band. Rubber band I'm going to rank higher than the other prizes we've gotten so far. So we'll take a look at the... Really got to get my mind out of the gutter because it appears that we've got a little ring toss game here, but I legit thought this pink thing, I thought that was something else the first time I looked at it. I believe we've actually gotten one of these already in one of the many other Christmas cracker videos we've done. But I will say this one appears to be of a slightly higher quality, if only because the pieces are bigger. So, Fandramon. Oh boy, a tiny cock ring set. Oh, a cock ring set for all the fucking furry cub artists out there. There you go. I mean, you got this part. I think I've already used this joke in one of the previous Christmas cracker videos we did. But you know, we got this part, we got this part, and then I might have to censor this part out. This video has officially been demonetized. But I will say, you know, the molding on this, hang on. The molding on this is pretty good. It kind of snaps into place, and there's like a little divot cut in the central part, so that when you put the little thing on it, it doesn't like wobble around. It sits flat on the countertop. So I know you guys are just dying to see my ring toss prowess. Buster Keaton rules. Those rings look too flimsy to reliably throw anywhere except for the trash. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Nope. God damn it. Ah, fuck it. Put one ring on each finger, on one hand, and, well, maybe not my thumb. There we go, take a look at that. This, you know, see, doing what I did right here, right? Every time I play games like Oblivion and Skyrim and shit like that, and you make an enchanted ring, the game only lets you wear 2. But I'm thinking, like, I have more than 2 fingers, so why can't I do this with my character? Furthermore, why can't, instead of just putting 1 ring on each finger, why can't I just do this on, like, all of my fingers, so that if I swing a sword, I don't even have to hit anybody. If I just swing a weapon, somebody in the vicinity is guaranteed to just die. This is easily the best thing we've gotten this week and last week. Can't really remember what else we've gotten out of the Christmas crackers, but if it was good, I would probably remember it, so this is probably the best thing we've gotten, bar none. Howdy, Zahondo. Gatorbox gone sexual. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas. Alright, so we have a red hat. You think the red hat is better or worse than the yellow hat that Ness is currently wearing? Ness is green plus the red crown equals festive. You want to do that? Okay, here, trade me hats. You can wear the red one. There you go. Merry Crimbus. And I'll put this one back on. Let's read a joke. Oh, these are the ones that okay. The white ones are from that Robin Reed one, the company that prints out these jokes. So you get 2 jokes. But whereas the ones we were just reading were like ostensibly Christmas themed, talking about igloos and Santa Claus and shit, these are just regular ass jokes, but there is a trivia question that's also not Christmas related. So you get 2 more things to look at, but none of them at the expense of none of them being holiday related. So Marley, the autistic kid at Burger King. Man, I remember when they used to give out crowns at Burger King. That shit was fucking cool. I'm so old that I remember when you could go to Burger King and when they would give you a crown, it would be like actual, like, kind of like poster board cardboard, and there would be these little plastic jewels that were just like glued on at various points, and then they later became just printed on, and then they became printed on, and it was made with shitty paper, kind of like these hats, and now they just don't even make them anymore. But goddamn, those were kick ass. So don't talk shit about Burger King crowns, man. Well, here's the first joke. How does Good King Wenceslas like his pizzas? Now I feel like this joke would be funnier to me if I knew who the fuck Good King Wenceslas was, because the answer is deep pan, crisp, and even. If any of you can tell me why that's supposed to be funny, I would sincerely appreciate it. What the fuck even is this? Here's the second joke. What do ghosts wear on wet days? Cagoules. Is that supposed to be... Hang on. Let's cover up the trivia question, because we haven't yet read that one yet. Yeah. Okay, well, the text appears to be too faint for the camera to pick up. It's spelled K-H-A-G-H-O-U-L-S, like it's khakis and ghouls combined into one word to make cagoules. I don't know what the fuck the joke is supposed to be. Anyways, here's a trivia question that I think Fangemon might be able to answer. How many tentacles does a squid have? And I won't even read the answer. I'll just let her answer that in chat for us while I get ready for the next Christmas cracker. That is correct, Fangemon. The answer is 10. You win a crown. I'll send you one. You guys are all saying 6 and 8 and shit. Fangemon's the only one who got it right, which is exactly why I called her out specifically. Anyways, I got one more Christmas cracker. Maybe we'll get a little we'll get a slightly bigger urethral plug than we did on this one. But here we go. That was like the loudest one yet. That's pretty good. All right. Oh right. Wait, what the fuck is that? Good lord, is this a? Hang on, is it like a Connect 4 thing? Let me open this, because it's like a little baggie of stuff, and there's some little coins in it. All right, it appears to be. Oh, wait, no, it's not tic-tac-toe. Because I was just about to, well, maybe it's something you can. It's multi-purpose. You can play tic-tac-toe with. Because I just saw the 9 squares, but. Okay, what? Genuinely, what the fuck is this? This is like, it's some kind of game that looks kind of like Othello? What is the counters are laid out as in figure A. Counters can be moved at a time, either vertically or horizontally, as figures B and C show. Wherever there are 2 blue counters and 1 red, or 2 red and 1 blue in a straight line, the 1 counter loses as is removed. When there are 4 counters in a line, none may be removed, as in figure D and E. When all 1 color has been removed, the other wins. What? It's clearly a 2-person game, which it sucks because, like I said, I don't have anybody else here to play these games with me. It's also like it's all warped and shit, and it's not gonna lay flat. So I can't. I mean, I can put these chips down, but they're just gonna roll off. They're gonna fall off the friggin' paper. You're supposed to move these around. It's a game where you take turns moving. And so, okay. So let's say, you know, we move this one down here, and then blue player... Son of a bitch. So then the blue player moves this here. Well then, okay, then we move this red one here, right? And then the blue player, I think what this means is if this blue player moves here, then there's 3 in a row, and there's 2 blue, there's more blue than there are red, so this one, no, where the fuck was that one? I think I'm cheating now. So this one gets removed, and then since there's 2 red and 1 blue, this blue gets removed, and then you just take turns playing until, I guess, somebody runs out of chips. This is like retard checkers, man. This is like the type of checkers game you would think up if you drew a tic-tac-toe board with a border, and you're like, I wonder what other boring-ass games we could think up that we could play on this. I'll give this thing credit for being the largest thing that we've received from a Christmas cracker, but the fact that the board is warped to hell and just won't lay flat means it's kind of hard to play this. I think if you just had the chips, you could just draw this board on a piece of paper yourself and then play it. But if you're gonna go that far, just draw it on a piece of paper and then give someone 6 pennies and 6 dimes, and since they're different colors, just play with that. You don't even need the things. Pixel Hat Pros. This looks like the game you'd get as a prize from a Cracker Jack. Yeah, except these days Cracker Jack just gives you stickers. Man. Okay, going back to you guys talking shit about the Burger King crown, right? I remember when I was a kid, you used to get like actual like little trinkets inside boxes of Cracker Jack. I don't know where. I mean, I'm sure this got thrown away, 25 years ago. But when I was a little kid, I remember one time I opened up a thing of Cracker Jacks, and I got like a little I don't want to say prism, but it's almost like a little kaleidoscope lens. It was on a little square. It was a little green transparent square with just like a pattern around the outside, and there was like a little hole you could look through, and the hole had a weird filter on it so that when you hold it up to your eye and look through it, everything looks wobbly or whatever it was. And for some reason, when I was a little kid, I remember that being like the coolest thing to me, but it was also because I was like 4. So I was at that age where I would be genuinely impressed by somebody pretending to pull a quarter out from behind my ear. But for some reason, that's like, it's really weird. That's like one of those memories that's just stuck with me my whole life. And I just think about it sometimes. It'd be really cool to have that little Cracker Jack prize again, just so I could see if it was as cool as I remember it, but I know it's not gonna be. We got a purple hat again. Purple Christmas cracker hats given out to British soldiers who are wounded in battle. So the question is, does Ness get the purple hat, or does Ness keep the red hat because it's festive? And should my dumbass wear the purple hat because it matches the color of my dragon persona? Well, because because the ceiling fan just blew my hat off like I thought it was going to. I guess that's a sign from God that I should put this hat on. This one's not even like a setup to a punchline. The first part of the joke is just a statement followed by like a shitty punchline. My friend drowned in a bowl of muesli. Wesley? It's like a soup or something. Anyways, he was pulled in by a strong current. Current, like the black currant, the fruit. Second one, I believe, is a joke I heard when I was like 7 years old in the 2nd grade. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish. An F-S-H. You spelled the word without any eyes. Somebody told me that with like Mississippi. Whatever. It's a horrible joke. Here's the trivia question. Oh, hey, Dr. Surgeon Guy. Yeah, I opened up some Christmas crackers for the holiday. This is the last one. I'm about to read the last trivia question here. Which bear grows larger? The brown grizzly bear or the polar bear? And the answer is, of course, polar bear. It's twice the size. Not for long, though, because it's going to lose its habitat because all the glaciers are going to melt. So rest in peace, polar bear. Maybe Coca-Cola can keep you alive. We get to take a look at we get to order the prizes from best to worst or worst to best or whatever. So, put this out here. Best prize is going to be the ring toss game, just because you get a lot of plastic for your buck. You get 5 rings. It is objectively the least shitty thing. Runner-up, I would have to say, would be the fucking bingo game or whatever this is. This goddamn Texas Hold'em gambling game. Only because it's like a proper full game that, I gotta be honest, I never heard of this game before. Maybe it's because I don't just think up stupid games you can play with pen and paper, but I think it's a novel thing. So we got these. I realize I gotta scoot them closer on the camera. Second to last worst thing is the little rolly thing where you roll the balls around and get them in the holes. And the worst thing, I'm gonna have to go with the compass that doesn't fucking work. That's gonna do it for the Christmas crackers this year. I think I might have a couple more of these white ones left somewhere in the prop closet. I would have to do some digging to find them, but I might need to buy some more from for next year and maybe see if I can get like a different brand or a different company so we don't just open them up and get the same shit again, because I have a feeling that's probably what's going to happen if we do that. So that's going to do it, like I said, for the Christmas crackers. Thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't. Either way, your feedback is appreciated. And you can also subscribe to Gatorbox if you like this content and want to see more of it from us. Catch us live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Gatorbox. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so at patreon.com/Gatorbox or streamlabs.com/Gatorbox.